I officially got into K-pop in late 2019, December 19th to be exact. Before then, I had heard of K-pop before, back in 2017 when I was in 7th grade and I had two friends that were into BTS. I was a part of the group at the time that claimed K-pop was for kids and it was corny, like a dumbass. But when BTS performed on New Year's Rockin' Eve, I was kinda hooked and didn't want to outwardly admit it. I forced myself not to get the hype, so I only allowed myself to listen to the songs that they performed, DNA and Mic Drop. When I added those to my playlist and listened to them on their own, a song by this group named NCT 127 came on, recommended by Spotify. A little song called Cherry Bomb that absolutely slapped. I broke my rule and said this is the last one I will ever give a shot, for real this time, for life. I had that rule for nearly 2 years until I first heard Kill This Love in a Top Songs of 2019 video. I checked it out and fell in love with so many groups and songs after that. To this day, I am still a K-pop stan, but I don't listen to as many groups anymore. In this video, I'm going to be sharing groups I'm still a fan of, groups that I alt, if I keep up with their content, if I have a lot of their albums and a lot of songs still on my playlist. Disclaimer, because I know how some of y'all act, I am only one person with one opinion. Okay, so let's start with the group that really hooked me into this shit, which led me to spend hundreds of dollars on photo cards and K-pop albums. Blackpink. I will always and forever be a major Blackpink stan. I am a certified Blink, except I'm too poor for a light stick, and I'm still sad Blackpink came nowhere near me for the Born Pink tour. But that's alright, it's okay. I stream their music all the time, banger after banger, even though I wish we had more songs. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen now, though? Yikes. I'm still rooting for their individual success, but I better see them live once in my life all together, because their Coachella performance was absolutely legendary. My bias is Lisa. It was Jennie for a long time because she's my birthday twin and I love her rap tone. Like, her voice is just so addictive. I see why she starts a lot of their songs. But I live for Lisa during those performances. She dances her ass off and I love her energy and her smile, and she just seems so cute and positive. Her poster also made it to my dorm room wall, so she's elite. I only have one of their albums, but once I start making more money, best believe I will be copping more. Forever my day ones and the baddest bitches out. No other girl group could ever, period. I watch every bit of content they put on their own channels and social media and every behind the scenes content. Like, I am obsessed with these girls. So for TXT, I got into them pretty early on too. One of my first videos on here even is a whole album haul with just their shit, so you know I'm a super stan. They have some of the best B-sides I have ever heard and title tracks. I need to see them in concert so bad. They have some of the coolest choreo as well. New Rules choreo needs to be talked about way more. People need to run those studio tune numbers up. Way Home, Tinnitus, I need to hear that shit live. Their music is so good. 4th gen it boys, I'd say. They also have some of the funniest videos on TikTok, like they actually serve. Taehyung and Beomgyu are my biases, and I refuse to change my lock screen until I get the iconic Blue Hour Beomgyu photo card. Now, Ateez is my second favorite group. Their discography is also unmatched, and their performances are god tier. Everyone gives their all, and I live for that. I have a few of their albums, but I bought hella photo cards of them. I love every single member, truly. I bump their music all the time, constant rotation. I'm pretty sure I like every title track. I do have favorites, trust. Thanks is one of the best K-pop songs I ever heard, one of my top 10 of all time. But that's kind of rare for me to like every title track from debut till now, so kingship. I love them down. I was there for their rise and I hope it never stops. They also killed it at Coachella, so I need to see that type of energy in real life. Also, I hope Wooyoung feels better because I feel so bad. He belongs on a stage. My biases are Yunho and Mingi, and if I don't see those men in person, I will fight. Like, if I never see them in my life will not be complete. I will not have truly lived. BTS, they're the first K-pop group I ever listened to, like most of y'all, and I mean, I'm still a fan to this day. I am absolutely sick they decided to go to the military, but relieved now that my bias is out. I shit you not, I actually shed tears when he left. Like, I didn't think I would, but I did. I can't believe he decided to go, let alone all of them. Like, what? You guys didn't have to go. If that was me, baby girl, I would not have gone, but I mean, I get it. Their music is just too good not to be a fan, and it has given me so many happy memories and opened up so many opportunities for me to expand, like, my music range, truly. Even their old albums are golden. Like, I can't believe it. I was just listening to Tear today. Sometimes certain artists are popular for good reason, and BTS are prime examples of that. Hate them all you want, they're still number one babes. Even when they get out of the military, I'm sure they will still break records and make good music. They just better stop making corny English songs, please Lord. Fuck the scammies, they constantly rob hella people. I hope BTS never disband in the future, like genuinely disband, or a part of me will die and I will never get that back. Twice. I love Twice's music. At first, a few years ago, I was confused at how popular they were because I wasn't used to a girl group sounding so high-pitched or making cutesy music like they mainly used to. But once it clicked, it clicked. But y'all cannot force me to like Yes or Yes. It's not happening. I do not think that song is good. My bad, but I just don't get it. I only have one album of theirs, but I need to snag a Feel Special album with the quickness. It's tied with Fancy as their best title track, as we all know. I don't keep up with their content as much as I used to, but I do still listen to quite a bit of their discography. They don't have the best B-sides, sorry, that's just my opinion, but a few of them are extreme bops like Touchdown and Love Foolish. I didn't listen to Twice as much as I do the other groups I previously mentioned, but when I do, I binge them all day. Fantastic title track streak. Stream 9 on Solo, by the way. My biases are Dahyun and Sana. Stray Kids. I remember hearing Mira for the first time and losing my shit after that instrumental. The feeling on the first listen was unforgettable. Corona time was only good for one thing, allowing me time to discover all their music and play it 24/7. Cause then I heard stuff like Double Knot and I just had to be a fan, like instantly they got me. Nobody was doing it like them with those hardcore instrumentals. For a long time in my life, I was like a big trap fan, so like that was just bringing back all those memories. To make it even better, I was there when God's Menu came out and that shit changed the world. Sadly, I'm not as into them as I once was. I still stream their older title tracks and their B-sides because they're great. Shout out to Be Me and Astronaut. Maybe I need to give their newer releases another shot because after Maniac, I kinda strayed away, pun intended. Don't worry though, I'm still the biggest Minho stan. He is the love of my life and his photo cards are the cutest. Itzy honestly used to be my favorite girl group. Never thought they would get dethroned, like those were my bitches, those were my girls, those were my sisters. I got into them at the end of the It's Me trilogy during the Wannabe era, and like those were my main slayers. I was obsessed with them. Every single bit of content they released, I was there for it. I have 2 albums, I think. Yeah, I have 2 albums of theirs, and I still bump their older music like, oh my god, the It's Me album will not be topped. Like, all the B-sides on there are straight heat. I'm just not as into their new releases as I thought I'd be. Like, after Sneakers, I'm not even gonna hold you. I just couldn't really get into it. I don't really like Cake that much. I don't really like Unforgettable or what is it, Untouchable, Vampire. I'm just not a really big fan of it, and it hurts my soul, like truly. Yeji is still my bestie and my alt female bias. Don't get it twisted. I am still obsessed with them, okay? I still follow them and keep up with their content. I just don't really listen to their music, their new music as much. In my opinion, they're still the best female performers out right now. All 5 of them. I miss you, Leah. Ugh. They own this stage every single time. Their choreos are the absolute best. I'm looking at You Swipe. Like, oh, that shit will always be iconic. Wannabe choreo, Not Shy. Oh my god, you can't top their choreo. Itzy, you will always be famous and you will always have my love. Now let's get into A.c.e. Justice for them. Give them their flowers. Please make my voice famous. Blow them up. I have been obsessed with them since the first time I heard Savage. Like, oh my god. They are so talented and their music is fantastic. You can play that shit 24/7 and not get tired of it. Undercover is that girl. Slow Dive is that girl. Like, I just can't even. Even their debut was good. I am beyond glad they stayed together after military service because I was worried. Like, they need way more stands. I need to see them on tour, you guys. I need their light stick. I need more of their albums. Please do not let them fail. Best Boy BK, you will get what you deserve. You will be famous. You will. Speaking of groups y'all should have blown up, I will never forgive y'all for not blowing up VAV. They are one of my favorite groups. They are responsible for classics like Thriller Killer, Poison, Made for Two, and You, Flower, You, whatever it is. Like, that shit should have been everywhere. My biases are A.c.e., ironically, and Ano, but they all have my heart. And basically, they disbanded, like, February 29th of this year, and my heart, like, I'm not over it. Like, that hurt my soul to read that post. I still recommend giving them a listen because you will not be disappointed. Their company clearly cared for their members, so shout out to A-Team. They did everything they possibly could, and they still gave these boys bangers. A group y'all better not let disband because of low streams and sales and stuff is Doc B. Ever since I saw their video with Eddie, I fell in love with them. I already liked their debut, sorry mama, but like, oh my god. That made me truly be a super stan. Every comeback they pulled up to his channel and it made me love them even more. They are fucking hilarious, but they also have great rappers and dancers and they need more recognition. They are hip-hop for real, they are about that. So if you're looking for a K-pop group like that, check them out. I thought Peak Time would have blown them up, but unfortunately not. My biases are D1, one of their 2 leaders because they're different, they're unique like that, and Junso because he's my birthday twin. I also own one of their albums, and when I say I rep that shit, I rep it down. I put their stickers on my computer and everything, period. Stacy girls, it's going down. When it comes to them, I'm not even gonna play in y'all face, clock the profile pic. I'm low-key a solo stan, but not a toxic one. I have a bunch of their albums, don't even play. That was my first YouTube video on here, and if I got a photo card that wasn't Yoon, I still kept them and I still have them to this day. They're in my binder. I just, my goal is to have all of Yoon's photo cards. Like, that is a true Barbie right there. We're the same age, which is like absolutely crazy. Like, that's my sister. I know her. We're best friends actually. We talk all the time. She follows me on Instagram. Go check it out. After Beautiful Monster, I low-key thought, oh no, what happened to Stacey? These aren't my girls. But then they came out with, oh my god, Poppy, one of my favorite songs from last year. That one, that should have been their title track, and I'll die on that hill. Like, that one right there, that brought me back into them and kind of made me like hardcore again. Now, don't get me wrong, Yoon still has that grip on me, like love at first sight. So yeah, I still like them, but not as much as I used to, and I don't know if they will ever top Stereotype, and that kind of hurts. That kind of breaks my heart a little bit. Like, did you hear that? A part of me just died, just a little bit. Last but not least, NCT is my alt group, my favorite, my absolute favorite. SM makes some of the best music in K-pop, and they've received a lot of it. The vocalists eat down. Johnny, Mark, Taeyong eat down. Oh my god. Every unit is just so good. Admittedly, I haven't listened to NCT Wish, but I'm sure the music is fine. And when they make those albums all together, like when I say NCT 2018 was a cultural reset, even though I wasn't there for it, like I felt it. I felt it, truly. It was my calling. It was natural. Like I just knew I was going to get into that group one day before I even remembered they existed. NCT 127 is my favorite unit, and then it goes Wavy, and then I play their music damn near every day. I follow a bunch of the members and keep up with them on TikTok and on Instagram. And I think I have like 5 or 6 albums at this point, and their posters were all over my dorm room wall. 10 is my alt bias. That is my king right there. My favorite dancer. He will never be topped. And if he is, like that will cause an earthquake. Like that will literally shatter reality. There's no way anyone is beating 10. My biases in 127 are Yuta and Doyoung because duh, hello, have you seen them? Have you heard them? They just eat them up every single time. And then in Dream, it's Jisung and Haechan. And for all the people that don't consider Wavy as a part of NCT, you are missing out on so much good music. I mean, off the top of my head, Moonwalk, 10 out of 10. Bad Alive, 10 out of 10. Takeoff, 10 out of 10. And we all know the queen, Miss Touch Me, Tease Me, Fill Me Up, Love Talk. Like, oh my god, you guys are truly missing out. Also, T, Hot Take, their version of Regular is the best. Just to throw these names in the mix, my favorite female soloist is Sunmi because duh, have you seen her discography? Have you seen her music videos? Have you seen her title tracks? Have you seen her performances? Please get serious, it's Sunmi. And for male, this one might be like interesting, you might not know him, but Kim Woo-suk is my favorite male soloist. He's a former X1 member, and once Red Moon dropped, oh girl, when I tell you I was hooked and in love, that man had me in a chokehold. I followed him on Instagram so quick. He is adorable and his music is so good. He was doing a whole thing with the 7 sins, and I'm gonna be pissed. Since he deleted all his posts, like, is he even under top media anymore? Is he coming back to that? Maybe his contract expired, especially like the rest of Uptension. He used to be in a group Uptension, and he's not even in there anymore. So I don't know what's going on with him, but I'm gonna still support my king regardless. I have a bunch of his albums, but I don't have the second part of his trilogy, like Tasty, where the title track was Sugar. Oh my god. You guys should have been all over that. The music video is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. So yeah, he better finish that whole 7 sins thing and make a comeback quickly, but I doubt it. It's been like over a year with no solo music. Tears. DPR Ian needs to be mentioned. He's no longer a K-pop idol, but I had to throw him in this video because I don't really know what other video I would include him in. But he has been my most listened to artist for 2 years straight. I am a mega stan of him. He makes no bad music. When I tell you his albums have no skips, I mean that shit. Like, he puts his blood, sweat, and tears into that shit. I'm glad he's kind of gaining popularity and performed at Coachella last year because, oh my god, after I was done watching Blackpink, best believe I was watching his ass. Absolutely. If y'all are into like alt pop or like pop jazz, you will absolutely love him. His songs are all in English because he's Australian and his voice is so hot. His vocal tone, oh my god, I could just eat it up. It's delicious. He's just so fine, all his tattoos, and he's just such a good performer. Like Mido, his whole character, his whole story is just so interesting. You really should check him out. Okay, that's it for this video. Sorry this was a long one. I'm such a yapper. And thanks to all my new subscribers. I saw because of that Lisa video that I made that popped off about Rockstar. The power of Queen Lisa. She really does favors for everybody. She does wonders for the world. I gained a bunch of subscribers. So I hope you like this video and check out my other content. Have a nice day. Have a nice week. Have a nice month. Have a nice life. See you next time. Possibly. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Bye.